はい。Fuck. That is nothing left. Jesus. By the way, hello, my back to my name is Beast today. We're back with YoaMae. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. By the way, I did another like quick test today. Still positive. So, yeah. Pain. Anyways, the rain turned into a drizzle by the time we arrived at the house. Yeah, well, that was fun.
Oh.
Better take a bath quickly. Reach out for the front door. It's locked. Used the key in my pocket. Mom!
ただいま。
There are no signs of people in the house. Appears that they went out somewhere. They didn't get caught up in the rain. Take out my cell phone. Looks like I got mail. Looks like everyone went out. Won't be home till dinner.
そう。
Wreath takes off her shoes and gets into the house.
タオル持ってくる。
She heads towards the bathroom, having said that. I'll make some coffee. Call out towards the direction of the bathroom. I quickly made some instant coffee and bring it to the living room.
タオル。
Wreath sits quietly on the sofa. Oh, thanks. Here's some coffee. I made it sweet. Exchange coffee for the towel. Wreath brings the sweet coffee with milk in it to her mouth. Is it good?
悪くない。
I see. Wipe my head with the towel. They completely cut off the house AC since they went out. I'm rather glad. We'd catch cold right away if we were exposed to the AC in our wet condition. Did you wipe yourself again, Wreath?
拭いた。
Let me see. Drops of water are still falling from her long hair when I take a look. You didn't wipe yourself properly. Here, I'll wipe for you, so show me your head.
うん。
Wreath slants down. There. Wreath's beautiful blonde hair hangs over her back. The beauty is different from normal when it's damp. I pat the ends of her hair to dry her off. Your hair sure is pretty. This is fucking wholesome CG right there. Look at it. Fucking adorable.
知らない。
Isn't anybody else's this beautiful, you know?
考えたことない。
Gotta think, but somebody cut Wreath's hair. So I have to imagine her going to a beauty parlor. Somebody from the church cut it for her. Or wipe Wreath's hair while thinking about such things.
もういい。
There's still half left. Come on, come now, be obedient. Continue to wipe her hair. I suddenly notice a smell rising from Wreath's hair. Nice. No doubt. I've no doubt that it's a sweet scent, but it isn't the scent of flowers or soap. It's a complicated, sweet aroma. The hair smells nice.
わからない。
There's a sweet smell to it. Lift up her hair and bring my face to it. Feel a sweet scent spreading throughout my body when I draw in a breath.
何をするの？
She sounds embarrassed. Let go of her hair in a hurry. Sorry, I just, what the heck am I doing?
拭いて。
Right. Continue to wipe her hair in accordance to what Wreath had said. Thump. Thump. My chest throbs. The reason is a simple one. I'm nervous because I'm touching the hair of the girl I like. I'm touching her hair and inhaling her scent. Stop that. There's no way I wouldn't be excited to stop that. My hand wiping her hair stops moving. Wreath?
何？
I want to tell her that I love her. I can't tell her. Wreath has an important mission. Whether or not she likes me, she can't respond to my feelings. Be easier on me if I conveyed my feelings to her. But she'll be carrying a heavy burden. That's nothing. Thunder booms in the distance. The house is enveloped in the sound of heavy rain.
また雨。
Yeah. Wreath's clothes are damp. Though it is summer, she's still half dry. Wreath's suffocating fragrance fills my nostrils. Just like her hair, it's a sweet, complicated scent. Wreath, what her name?
私が答えられることは少ない。
She says that quietly. I won't blame you, Wreath. Wreath understood my feelings. Those are the kinds of words that she seems to be giving me. Just that is plenty enough. Thank you.
別に。
Wreath looks at the window. The rain beating on the glass makes ripples on the blinds. Even though it's not visible, it feels like Wreath is the only one who's able to look outside the window. Speaking of which, how are you feeling? Wreath thinks for a short moment.
改善してる気がする。実際のところはわからない。
She might get better if she falls in love. That's what Fiaka said before on the mark. I hope you get well.
うん。
Wreath says that with a downcast look. Her action doesn't make sense for some reason. What is this? Inside of my chest stirs slightly. It feels like something is drawing near me from somewhere. It's quiet, but it's definitely approaching. By the time I notice that it's surrounding me, it'll make me hopeless. It's got a feeling that approaches, but I don't know what it is.
ただいま。ただいま戻りました。ごめんなさい。遅くなってしまって。夏の夕立には注意ですね。
My lively family members have come home. The atmosphere of the house suddenly brightens up. Wreath puts on her hat. Seems that our time alone is over now. Wreath, can I ask you one more question?
何？
Do you regret meeting me? Wreath stares at me. But your eyes are quiet.
達也と同じ。私の気持ちは達也と同じ。
Then Wreath smiles faintly. Family members enter the living room. It's morning. As I head to the dining room, the family members are gathered there with a worried look. Morning. What's wrong? Fiaka. Something tells me Fiaka is...
達也くん、リースちゃんを知らない？
what is this about?
朝起きたらいなくなっていたの。
This man was so surprised. His like fucking like his fucking like blood circulation cut off for a second. He like almost fucking just fell over. Matt goes blank. No way.
どこかへ散歩に出たのなら良いのだけれど。うん。でもなんか嫌な感じがするの。
His expression darkens due to what Maya said.
昨夜はいつも通りにしていたのに、一体。
After Wreath ate dinner last night, she slept in Nesan's room as usual. Seems Wreath went somewhere between then and morning.
何か心当たりはない？
Nesan's voice sounds far away. No, not really. Still too early to tell them about yesterday. She might simply be out on a
待
walk.
ちましょう。リースちゃんのことだもの。きっと帰ってくるわ。
Just check the fucking church.
そうだね。
Maya responds as if she was inspiring herself.
じゃあ、私は仕事に行きます。いつリースちゃんが帰ってきてもいいように、シャキッとね。うん。わかりました。
Have a safe trip. I recognize my own voice.
達也くんがしっかりしなくてどうするの？男の子でしょ？
Nesan pats my head, ruffling my hair. Sorry.
では、行ってきます。達也さん、 朝食をご用意しますね。お兄ちゃん。
Sorry, what is it?
朝食をご用意しますが。は
Oh, bread, please.
い、かしこまりました。
Finish eating the breakfast, which had no taste, and go into my room. Naturally, Wreath wasn't there. Even though I knew this would be the outcome, I'd keep looking around the room. Suddenly find something unfamiliar on top of the desk. It's the ring made of grass. It's the one I received from Wreath yesterday. Wreath's words flashed through my mind.
ご褒美。
Why'd you use the term reward there? Was it to bring our relationship to an end? Everything made sense then at this moment. Wreath won't be coming back anymore. I thought she was having so much fun yesterday, because she decided that picnic would be the last thing that she would do. I hear the sound of my heart breaking apart. Ah! I scream, bury my face in my pillow and squeeze out my voice over and over again. And again. And again. And once again. No, get the fuck out of your goddamn bed and run to the church, you dumbass. Also, the rest of the people are probably listening. Come on, you're fucking disturbing your neighbors. My mind went blank due to lack of oxygen. I screamed. Yeah, of course I'm not gonna actually fucking scream in the microphone. I usually do that. Don't do that. I definitely won't do it with a sore throat. That day, Wreath disappeared from the Asagiri household, including me. Not a single person has seen her figure. Now to think about it, there were signs that Wreath had decided yesterday was her last day. She was in a good mood. She opened her heart. She also thanked me. I feel that it can only be that. The more I think, it can only be that. The more I think about it, most likely, Wreath confirmed her recovery and has left for her mission. She's just like a cat. She didn't quietly leave because she didn't want her owner to see her on the brink of death. That's what I want to believe. A heavy atmosphere flows through the living room after dinner. The sound of the second hand of the clock sounds awfully loud.
みんな、そろそろ休んだら。
Yasan speaks up.
まだ大丈夫。私もです。
The two of them say they with a sleepy face. It's currently about 3 a.m.
私は大丈夫よ。
Fina takes a firm stand, as I would expect. I feel that my consciousness has been hazy throughout the day. It's doubtful whether I'm asleep or awake.
お姉ちゃんからのお願い。みんな休んで。
Yasan looks around at everyone.
わかったわ。
Fina's the first one to acknowledge her. Mai and Mia follow along in the nod. And nod, alright? What about you, Nae-san?
私もすぐに寝るわ。
She says that with a smile. I'm sure that's a lie. I could tell right away. Nae-san cares for Wreath. Besides, she treasures her unusually as a family member. I'm sure she'll be sleeping here tonight. It'll be difficult to stop her from doing so. Got it. Good night. We give each other farewells and return to our rooms. The moonlight floats into the room. No, it doesn't. I feel that Wreath's scent remains, keeping me awake. I sit down on the bed and fiddle with the reward that Wreath had left behind. I know what Wreath is doing now. Did she lose consciousness again? Bring her reward to my nose and draw in a breath. The smell of grass has mostly come out throughout the day today. And so I sniff as my tears fall out. Knock, knock. Someone knocks on the door in a reserved manner. Quickly wipe my eyes. Come in!
悪いわね、こんな時間に。
No worries.
大丈夫？
Fina asks me with concern. I'm not sure yet.
達也は本当にリースのことを。
I loved her. Of course, I still love her. Say that clearly.
そう、人を強く思えることは幸せなことだわ。
Fina smiles slightly. Thank you. Fina's words slowly sink in. Fina's gaze wanders toward outside the window.
ついさっきカレンから電話があったの。 カレンがリースの手配に踏み切ったそうよ。容疑は密航ですって。
Smuggled.
地球にいる付き人の情報は大使館が全て管理しているわ。その名簿にリースの名前がなかったの。つまり正規のルート以外で地球に来たということね。
So, did you find her?
一度目撃したらしいわ。空へ逃げてしまったらしいけれど。
The sky? Wreath flew away into the sky? Is that part of the lost technology too?
おそらくは空は飛ぶ、姿は消すではカレンもお手上げでしょうね。
What a thrill. Wreath is making cotton go round and round. That had a laugh without thinking.
達也、カレンが困っているのに笑うなんて。
Sorry. Oh, but I can't believe Wreath did that to Karen.
カレンも魔法使いが相手なんてかわいそう。
Fina smiles
あ
as
と
well.
もう一点。今回さやかはリースを警察から一時的に預かる形を取ったようね。それを逃がしたことになるけれど、
She's receiving some sort of punishment.
その辺はカレンが処理してくれるそうよ。月からの密航者がいたとあっては王家のメンツが潰れますから。
Fina says that with a disappointed expression. Thank you. Well, time to run around outside until we find her. That's gonna be fun. I'm in like a very weird state where I know I showered, but I don't feel clean because I could not stand under the shower for too long since our heater is just broken. So it was ice cold. Thank you for taking all these things into consideration.
いいのよ、家族なのだから。
Yeah.
誰も一人で生きているわけではないわ。達也だってリースにそれを教えたかったのでしょ。
Fina stares into my eyes, I suppose. That's why I wanted Wreath to depend on me first and told her many different things. But that changed halfway through. Wreath has people who worry and think about her, as if emotions are being born inside of herself. I wanted Wreath, who will be living by herself in order to carry out her duty, to understand that. That way, I'm sure Wreath will be able to live longer, stronger than she has been.
達也、何を持っているのかしら。
Fina asks me as she stares at the reward I received from Wreath. This is the reward I got from Wreath during our picnic.
そう、いいものをもらったわね。
Give the ring to the dogs. Knowing their affinity for Wreath, the they'll have sniffed her out within a second. Fina nods meaningfully. Is this something special?
ええ、教団に伝わるお守りよ。その人がずっと健康であるよう願いを込めて渡すの。普通は恋人にね。
Fina leaves behind that parting remark. The door closes. Wreath. Push down the charm against my forehead. I'm overflowing with tears soon after. My tears simply fall out endlessly. I get on my knees. The sound of water dripping hits the floor. I continue to hold the charm to my forehead while listening to such a sound. No, don't listen to that sound. Get the fuck out of there. You have the power of dogs on your side. Another view of Wreathlit-Noel. I'm sitting at the edge of the flower bed, looking up at the sky vacantly. White clouds are flowing past. For what reasons do these clouds exist? There's no way clouds would have an objective. In short, the existence is meaningless. They should disappear. I've always had this kind of a mindset. The sky is vast. It's not so bad, even if there are one or two pointless clouds. That's how I feel now. Besides, if someone starts to feel calm after looking at these clouds, then I have a feeling that the existence of those clouds becomes meaningful. It's the second day since I've left Asagiri household. I feel like a part of me is missing. Did I leave something behind there?
Tatsuya.
Quietly speak out that single word. Various irritations swell up inside my body, squeezing my heart with just that. This is what they call love. It's like my body and mind, everything is breaking down. It's quite an irritating feeling. I'm sure I would have forgotten about my original objective if I had continued to stay in the Asagiri household like that. There would be no point in me remaining there if I forgot about my objective. But a part of my heart seems to think that it might be fun to live that way. Because I'm starting to feel that way. It was the correct decision to leave there after all. That's why this is fine. I can't deny that it's sad and tough. But how I truly feel is inside my heart. However, I recall that I have a mission that I must carry out. It can't be helped. They aren't compatible.
違う。
I'll make it work. I'll protect the Asagiri and Takamizawa household in a way that only I can accomplish. Protect Tatsuya in a way that only I can. It doesn't change whether I'm by his side or not. I am by his side. Another view end. Depression begin. You have dogs, my man. Use them. God, I hate my nose. Weeks passed since Wreath disappeared. There's been no news of Wreath being captured by Karen at the moment. I hung the charm I received from Wreath on the wall. Seems like Wreath is watching over me from somewhere. It feels like Wreath is watching over me from somewhere, which is comforting. Even if we're apart, there's somebody who's thinking of me. Wreath is stubborn and won't open her heart to anybody. Has given me a form of her emotions. I feel confident about myself just from that. Finish eating dinner and return to my room. There's something placed on top of my desk. So it's not something I left there myself. What is it? It's a piece of white notepaper. July 31st, 11 p.m. 20 steps south of the monument in the park. Clap your hands 3 times. I have no clue what this is. This is a treasure hunt or something. It'll be in about 30 minutes. Could it be? Almost run into Maya, who was coming up the stairs. Sorry!
お兄ちゃん、どこ行くの?
I'm heading out for a bit! Put on my shoes while saying
ちょ
so.
っとって、もう遅いよ。
It'll be fine! See ya!
もう。
The letters from Wreath. There's no basis, but I'm convinced. I ignore my shortness of breath and run towards the park at full speed. I rush up the stairs that I once went up while holding Wreath's hand. Arrive at the monument. I turn towards the grass. My head, chest, legs, and arms hurt. I'm incapable of moving for a short while. Look at the clock on my cell phone. 10:55 p.m. Arrived here 5 minutes earlier than the appointed time. Take a piece of white note paper from my pocket. It's all crumpled up due to my sweat. Read the blotched characters. 20 steps south of the monument. I immediately recognize the monument. It's a strangely shaped spiral in front of me. Stand below the monument for the time being. 20 steps south from there. Problem is south. Generally know where south is, but not to the point where I can tell the difference between south and southwest. I'll try walking anyway. Might be able to figure something out. Walk by speaking out the number of steps I take. 20. Look at my feet. There's nothing but grass. I see nothing in the sky either. This might not be exactly south. Dig up the soil to make a little landmark and then return to my original position. Change my angle a little and take 20 steps forward. There's nothing. Make a landmark and then return again. Change angles again and take another 20 steps. There's nothing. 2 minutes before the there's 2 minutes before the appointed time. I have to think up some kind of method, or else draw a circle of landmarks if I keep up with my inspection. It'll make it easy to find the place then if I walk around the circumference, right? I walk towards another landmark. Huh? There's a short stick in the stuck in the ground. It's about the length of my index finger. I've overlooked it if I hadn't been paying attention. Something suddenly comes to mind. This is the spot that Wreath was tampering with when we had come here for the picnic. I'm sure this is the spot if something is going to happen. Check the time. There's 32 seconds left until the appointed time. 31, 30. Make up my mind and get ready to clap my hands. 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I clap 3 times. I hear the sound of a low electronic noise below my feet. What? The moment I counted to 0 on that spot, my body floated up. No! And that didn't apply any force. My body floats up 30 centimeters like it wasn't perfectly natural. There's no sensation like I'm riding up an escalator. Hey, you've got to be kidding me. My body gradually moves away from the ground. I'm getting goosebumps. 50 centimeters, 1 meter, 3 meters, 10 meters. I'm at a height where I won't get away with just a scratch if I fall now. What should I do? What can I do? I don't understand anything. I can't think of anything. At any rate, I would almost black out for being scared if I were to look down. I turned my neck upward, frozen in fear. Stare at the stars. Says that the stars doesn't seem to be any bigger, even when I look at them a few kilometers above the ground. Even though I'm the one moving, I progress on without noticing. My fear lessens a little. Strong wind starts to blow. I become absent-minded as my whole body has become desensitized already. I don't know just how high up we are, but how high up I've come. Stop at a place where you can barely see me from below. Can't look down, and I'm sure I shut my eyes tightly. This is a trick that Wreath did. So that means there's a lost technology. I think Fina mentioned that she saw someone fly. Even Wreath escaped Karen by flying away and disappearing. That's right. I'm sure this isn't so terrible. That's what I think. The sound of the wind becomes much louder.
Tatsuya.
I'm probably a few dozen kilometers up now.
Tatsuya.
I'm starting to hear strange voices too.
目を開けて。
It's Wreath's voice. Wreath is calling for me. Slowly open my eyes. Your glossy blonde hair is flowing because of the strong wind. I feel like you should be wearing a longer skirt while flying instead of a shorter one. Also, why the sudden costume change? Her white face is like that of a doll. Emerald-colored eyes. Her light pink-colored lips. Wreath is floating 3 meters opposite of me. I couldn't get my words out right away and to stare at her in blank amazement. I didn't think that I'd see you again.
うん。
Why'd you call me here? Wreath casts her eyes down.
謝りたかった。
What for?
突然出て行ったこと。心配をかけたこと。
I see. But you had no choice, right?
うん。
Wreath
怒っ
nods.
てる。
I'm not mad. I'm just surprised at how much I cried the day that Wreath had left. But I didn't blame
ご
her.
めん。
It's okay. You're showing me this exciting view.
達也。
Wreath looks fondly at me. How are you feeling?
戻った。達也があの人と話したこと思い出せる。
He's able to share the knowledge between Fiocca. So we've become one with Fiocca again.
うん。
That's great.
うん。
Wreath lowers the tone of her voice in a sad manner. Wreath had come to our house to begin with because she suddenly lost consciousness. However, now that she's achieved unity with Fiocca, she won't fade anymore. In that case, Wreath has to carry out her mission. But it can't be helped, the system is a little sad. Speaking of which, why did you use this method to call for me?
下は騒がしい。
Come to think what Wreath is being searched for. Are you able to escape?
平気。
And I suppose this is okay.
うん。
Wreath shuts her mouth on that note. Wreath's small frame sways due to the strong wind. Figure is very transient. It's almost as if she might break at any time. Just take a step forward, unable to sit still. Wreath shakes her head.
来ないで。1メートル以上出ると落ちる。
Wreath is lying. That's what I think. She won't be able to take off again if I touch her. I'm sure that's what Wreath is thinking. Slowly stop my legs from going forward. What will you do now?
責務を果たす。
She says that clearly. Suppose you will. From now on, her duty will follow her no matter where she is. It's not some so easy that she'll be allowed to retire from.
あと1分。
Then what?
あと1分で。さよなら。
Let's see. If you're calm, parting with her is certainly harsh. However, even if we're far apart, even if this is the last time we'll be meeting, both me and my family will always continue to think of Wreath. Wreath, call her name as cheerfully as I can. Said that there was nothing I could do to help you with, but found something I can help you with. Wreath opens her eyes slightly. Everyone in that house is waiting together for you, Wreath. Might lose consciousness again in the future. If that happens, I'll look after you intensely again, even more so than Neson. Wreath stares down. Doesn't have to be when you feel sick. Don't hesitate to come back. Because you're a part of our family. I wonder what kind of a face I'm making. I'm sure that I'm smiling. Wreath looks up again. Several tears fall from her emerald eyes.
あと10秒。
Let's count down. Wreath nods with a faint smile.
6、5、
5,
4、
4,
3、
3, 2, 1.
達也。ありがとう。
Wind blows through. Can't fucking read that! Now we have to watch this. Let me just grab this. By the way, I don't know why, but I've decided to fucking like download and see what the fuck Nike Goddess of Victory is about. Because it looks ridiculous. Oh boy, we're going into cardiac arrest apparently. Well, that's a lovely way to start, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not giving out shit for orders right now. The fuck is the true ending then? I have this weird premonition about the true ending. balloons. I don't know why I said that suddenly. That's just kind of like, the fuck am I supposed to talk about right now? About the game? Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't feel like flaming a game right now. This is actually a bad game. It's just that the first route has caused me to get so salty that the entire game was ruined for me. Like the other routes I've played, I've actually quite enjoyed. It's just that they just did not think things through when they decided to force Fina's route first. I would not be as salty about Fina's route if it was a thing you could just do later. And also, I think I'm gonna just do Brighter Than Dawning Blue right now, because I think my premonition is going to come to fruition. The baby airplane it lets go of. There's no doubt that it flew further than mine. No matter how many improvements I make, the outcome doesn't change. Many months and years have passed by since then. Right now, till I'm further than he is. I can't read that. That's it. That's it, really. That's just a little bit shit, isn't it? That's all. Come on. The best route remains Mia's. Aziju hasn't actually showed up at the game. Brighter Than Dawning Blue. Oh, it does continue, actually. Oh no, I think this continues after the end of Fina's route, actually. Which does immediately, bring back a little bit of the salt. Either way, yeah, if that's the case, I'm gonna just, like, make a cut here. Let me return the title and see how many CGs this is liable to have. Probably should have done this before, since this is still supposed to be like the only route left. There's 6 CGs there, there's 2 CGs there. There's 2 CGs, there's 3 CGs. Oh lord, this is actually gonna be quite a long motherfucking thing, isn't it? Jesus! Oh lord! Yeah, I'll be right back with the start of that one, actually, truly. Bye-bye.